Two pieces of this. I want you to know that you're not to be blamed for your reactions. You've been betrayed, disappointed repeatedly, so your reactions are understandable. I want you to give me 15 minutes of your time to have me explain to you what goes on in the brain around addiction, because that will change the way that you view what's happened. It won't do away with the betrayals. It won't do away with the disappointments. That needs to be addressed. But good information will give you a leg up, and your son, your daughter, your spouse, they have that information now. I'm working with them on understanding how badly they've disappointed and betrayed you, because they need not to come to you with expectations that you be over it. I don't believe in that, but I want to help you, give you a leg up in terms of addressing the reality of what you've been through. And I think good information will help shed light on the darkness you've been through. So imagine thinking about addiction scientifically rather than morally, but even more importantly, expressing it to their wives and their children and their parents and so on. Because when parents, for example, if I work with a lot of sons and daughters of parents that are freaked out, they're scared they're going to lose little Johnny or Susie. They don't say to little Johnny or Susie, I'm scared. What do? They're up their ass with judgment is what they are. So they'll respond aggressively. They respond with anger, and that's uniformly what happens. They don't say they're scared. It's too vulnerable, and they're too pissed off. They've been too betrayed or too hurt, and so that's what they'll do. And so as a counter to that, little or Johnny or Susie needs to be able to articulate something about addiction other than what parents will think is, if you loved me, little Johnny, you wouldn't do this. A husband says to a wife says to a husband, this has nothing to do with love. Addiction completely clears out the part of our brain that is connected for compassion and so on. So it's not about that. You have to find a different way to understand that. And I'm way invested in that. It won't save people, but it's in the right direction.